We are shown a beautiful shot overlooking the Cristiano Ronaldo football field and the buildings around it. Then we hear someone's voice from the building in which someone is addressing someone with the words, "Why did you call me again?" This is the voice of a guy talking to a girl who looks like Kylie Jenner about how you don't need a reason to date. The guy looks with hungry eyes, interested in watermelons. Finally, we saw her appearance in more detail. This is Kylie Jenner's girlfriend, by the way. Travis Scott dumped her. The main character is clearly a bigot after all. He reminds the girl that she forgot to cover the peach stand. He grabbed the cherries he bought from Amazon, hoping that their sports game would begin soon. Grabbing the nut, he checks their quality and elasticity, and the girl at this moment hopes that the nut will live up to all expectations. Their game begins. The guy with all his imagination and strength holds on to the Bugatti tires, and the girl at such a moment is high with happiness. The game continues. The girl watches the guy holding onto the bumper and sees that a smell is coming from the bumper, which the boy happily tastes. Having smelled the perfume that comes from the bumper, the main character is really glad that the beauty has awarded the young man such an honor. Then a new frame shows some wretched village and how the hero got lost after training in this place. Next, we learn that the hero is an avid baseball player, and his face screams in horror because he found a magic bat in the middle of the village. As it turned out, the bat is not a simple magic one. A ghost appears from it, as in Solo Leveling, which shouts that he is glad that he was freed. The ghost is not ordinary in appearance. He looks like a stupid bodybuilder like The Rock Johnson with the brain of a baby. The hero almost pissed his pants out of fear when he looked at the one he revived. This Casper screams at the hero like a complete crazy person, calling the guy a monkey and demanding that he sign a contract with him. Our young baseball player is not timid and immediately launches a counterattack, telling him to close the bunker and stop joking. The ghost, as if from a genie from a lamp, yells at the hero saying that he was lucky to find him in a heap of garbage. Their arguments were stopped by the teacher who yells at the hero because he doesn't do anything in training. The hero at this moment, immediately becoming flexible, tells the coach that he apologizes for the fact that the Raven was counting during training. The guy's face at such a moment is a masterpiece of his stupidity and awkwardness at such an epic moment. At the same time, the ghost does not miss the opportunity to continue to mock the young men, saying that he will not stop until he listens to him. Next, the hero, like an offended girl with a sad face, whines about why he got this bore Casper. The coach, just like a ghost, mocks our poor baseball player, telling him what an outsider he is and what he always has in stock. Having received a good reprimand from the coach, the hero has no choice but to do his feat because he drove the coach crazy. Well, then the young man tells us, using the classics of the genre, a story of failures and falls to success. Starting a story about the past, the reason for the coach's anger is just like the hero's 2 cents, there is simply no result. But even among all the failures, there is light at the end of the tunnel, so the heroes from high school were good and entered the university. But there was a nuance. His parents died in a car accident, so he was left an orphan like a typical shonen anime hero. Then the hero began to whine about how bad everything was, and that playing defense his whole life had turned into hell. Continuing the monologue, he says that he thought that the problem was in presentation and weak willpower, until one of the elders told him something. One of the players told the hero that the coach was considering taking him to the team, and not our aspiring champion. Further talking about the past, the hero has no choice but to whine and complain about the coach. The hero at this moment is sitting in the stands and thinking about failures, and just then a female voice turns to him. Next, we see a real beauty. She has beautiful, delicate dark hair, and her skin is white and perfectly clean. Although the hero lost the battle and suffered setbacks, he certainly did not lose the war since he was lucky to have such a beauty communicating with him. The guy asks the girl why she came to him. Is it really so that she can see him and I? To which the girl says so that he doesn't talk nonsense. Although the hero is a loser, he decided to turn on the pathos and say what a cool athlete he is and that he is an ace on the team. The girl is really no dumber than Albert Einstein and immediately realized that the guy was lying and not blushing. After their dialogue, the girl leaves and the guy at that moment looks at the bumper of her Bugatti with a hungry face. The ghost has not gone away and advises the guy to grab onto that Bugatti spoiler that he missed as quickly as possible. The ghost, who is also a womanizer, continues to pester the hero with advice on how to win the attention of beauties. In the next shot, the hero finally remembers about the baseball bat and gets ready to train. The ghost, looking at his unsuccessful training, burns with shame and says that he would rather fall underground than look at this. Casper could not stand all this horror and broke his own eyes from the shame of our champion. The hero looks at the ghost and tells him that he got him and demands that he leave him alone. Even here, anyone can get the hero out of the ground, and we see how one of the players tells him that the coach asks him to get out of the field. The hero is forced to obey out of anger and go perform his duties. And here comes the devilish trainer who does not miss the chance to mock the main character. The guy approached the coach in a sad mood. It seemed like he was sorry that this happened and was apologizing. Further, according to the classics of the genre, some left-wing players are discussing our outsider behind his back, saying that he is a loser without talent. These posers continue to laugh at the hero, complimenting their words with the fact that among them, there is a player to whom the hero is like the moon. The hero hears all this criticism that flies towards him, but at the same time decides not to say anything in response. It seems that the ghost will now always be on topic with what to say, hinting to the hero about the fact that he is a wimp since he cannot fight back. Continuing to walk across the field, the hero remembers that he planted a smartphone somewhere and goes out to look for it. So the catcher is surprised, and the animal runs, and we see how that beauty unexpectedly meets the hero near the baseball field. Having met each other, the hero, smiling sweetly, tells the girl that he forgot something, so he is looking for one thing. She leaves and tells the guy what a loser he is and a bungler for losing important things. At such a moment, the ghost again did not miss the opportunity to tease the hero so that he would not lose the chance to win the love of his life. Then we see the unpleasant face of the ghost where he says that the girl has a cool appearance and super clear melons on her t-shirt. After all the jokes, the hero finally finds the phone, saying that he really was all this in the place where he practiced with the bat. Having opened the phone, the hero hopes that maybe at that moment the smartphone could record his unsuccessful workouts. The hero opened the phone and a terrible grimace like Voldemort appeared on his face in surprise. As a result, looking at the phone together with the ghost, they see content consisting of cranberries. After watching an excerpt from Cranberry, the hero sees that the screen depicts the girl we have seen with him more than once. The hero continues to look at the content in a state of shock, not understanding why this girl is so joyfully caressing the basement. Finally, we were shown this beauty who uses her skills for Orange YouTube to the fullest and checks the tunnel for quality. The ghost at such a moment, like a real comedy writer, offers the hero to strangle the snake while looking at such top content. The protagonist looks at the girl and dreams of going into the beauty's basement as soon as possible. Afterwards, the hero remembers that in their baseball game, there is the best player to whom our champion needs to grow 1,000,000. Further, our boy not only whines like a girl, but also thinks that his love is in love with their best player, which makes the hero cry even more. And at the same time, the ghost gets a kick out of watching our hero fall into the abyss from failure. The hero continues to watch the content and sees the beauty playing coolly with the crack and reaching its climax. The ghost, analyzing the video as if he were a video blogger, says that this video is far from super, gives a rating of 6 out of 10. After watching the Cranberry game where the girl played with the hole, the guy felt sad that he couldn't take part with her too. The hero begins to shed crocodile tears, saying why life is not fair since he was not given a chance to play with the beauty and the hole. The ghost is right there and tells the hero that if he doesn't stop whining like a baby, and if he doesn't become cool, he will remain an outsider. Life teaches nothing to the hero, and he continues to bend the line and whine like a little girl. Next, the ghost decides to lend a helping hand, saying that if he signs a contract with him, his life will turn into a continuous holiday. And the hero, in response to this, knows what to say and asks whether he will really help him achieve success. In general, the ghost promises our young champion that he will ride like cheese and butter and will do his best to achieve this. In response to the ghost's beautiful promise, our guy stood up in a cool stance and with a pathetic look makes a promise that everything will be okay. Our ghost bodybuilder tells the guy that by signing a contract with him, the hero will have every chance to turn this planet upside down and achieve success. But as it turned out, there is a nuance, and our guardian angel is not so white and fluffy, telling the guy that his services require some conditions. His main condition is that the hero turns into a free YouTube where the ghost will enjoy watching all his games with girls. The hero reluctantly agrees to the condition because somehow the hero must win love and win in baseball. The hero and his new friend have finally found a common language, and now they will go together to the heights of this world. But then we see how our champion turned on the flow like in the anime Blue Prison and seems to be preparing to strike. Next, a new frame shows how the hero talks to the coach and asks him to change his role on the field. Continuing to talk about the request, he asks the coach to move him to second base. Surprisingly, the coach easily agreed to the hero's request. Perhaps now the guy will have a bright streak in life. Before the hero had time to leave the office, he suddenly sees a beautiful girl and perhaps something will happen to the hero. The ghost asks who this goddess is, and our protagonist reports that she is the wife of the manager whom our hero hates. The hero continues to talk about her, saying that she used to be a super successful tennis player, but left the sport because of her big melon. Continuing the story, the hero says that she really loves men's scepters of power, and we also find out her name. The girl's name is Park Hyejin. After such a beautiful biography, she asks the hero who he is and what he is doing here, and he tells her his name. The hero's trainer asks the beauty what she was doing here, and that she shouldn't think about our boy. It looks like she is probably the wife of this coach, and the beauty says that she came here to pick up the refrigerator. Next, the beauty asks him to lend her one of the players to help her in order to move the refrigerator. What a coincidence. All the players are busy except our boy, and the coach asks him to help her. The hero, of course, was lucky that he had the chance to have an affair with such a beauty, but so far he doesn't like it all. And the handsome ghost does not miss the chance to enjoy the beauty of this goddess in all its glory. The ghost, like a maniac, pesters the hero with questions about immediately agreeing to such a cool chance to make love with a beauty. Next, we see the ghost's happy face, which clearly shows that he likes this whole situation. This girl is very beautiful, and she looks at the hero with a sweet smile. And here is our hero, who shows real strength like Adolf Schwarzenegger and helps this lady drag the refrigerator. The girl clearly likes how well our boy does physical work, and perhaps something interesting awaits us soon. The hero continues to carry the refrigerator with all his might. Let's hope he doesn't fart from such efforts. Our young Hulk eventually managed and was able to carry the refrigerator to the checkpoint, but it looks like the hero injured his back from this. And at that moment, the girl became worried and immediately decided to find out if everything was okay with our superhero. And then the guy decided to turn on the tough guy mode, saying that since he is an athlete, lifting the refrigerator is not a problem. And then luck comes to the hero, and the beauty invites him to help the girl relax and give the beauty a massage. Of course, such a chance cannot be missed, so the hero happily wants to offer services of the best quality. The girl is fully prepared, so she waits for the hero to finally start the main course. While our lovers are having fun, the coach is looking for them and wondering where they went. The massage is in full swing, and you can see how she enjoys the process, and our hero shows his best skills. The hero rejoices at how lucky he is, and that the time he spends with this beauty is the best of his life. During the massage, the girl went into nirvana from the buzz, which means our boy is doing everything right. During the massage, he asked the guy to get closer to the beauty and massage the entire area for better sensations. Then she remembers that the guy is also physically tired from work, so she also wants to help the guy relax. How easily the hero changed his mind, saying that his back hurts when at the beginning he said the opposite. The guy eventually decides to relax too, and completely trusts the beauty in the hope that she will bring him joy. It seemed that the most interesting thing was about to begin, when suddenly the girl proposed the idea of asking him to take off all his clothes before she did the massage. Having proposed such a brilliant idea, we see how she smiles, realizing that it will soon be fun. Massaging the hero's back, she notices the handsome man's athletic physique, to which he says that this is typical for an athlete. So surprised, the girl has a rich imagination, offering another new idea. She tells him to turn over on his back. The beauty cannot help but rejoice at all this, so she simply enjoys the whole process. After he turns over on his back, she is amazed to see that besides his back, there is something else that needs to be treated. Then she finally sees before her eyes a beautiful fruit ice that she will definitely treat. Then she tells the guy that she noticed the guy back at university, and therefore she will be happy to treat the guy's horn. Finally starting to heal and clean the horn from dust, she hopes that the hero will be in seventh heaven. In general, having started treating the sausage, she warns the hero to give a signal as soon as he is satisfied with the result. The treatment for the sausage is in full swing, so the hero has no choice but to wait until he finally feels better. The hero says from such pleasure that he is about to go crazy from the buzz, and that the sausage will soon be much better. As a result, the guy signaled that he felt better, and that the sausage was now in excellent condition from the treatment. But as it turned out, the girl is not going to stop there and invites the guy to look into the basement. Having proposed this idea, the guy agrees and begins to explore the girl's basement. After the beauty gave the guy a bun, she began to feel such joy, and the guy was also enjoying himself. During the whole process, the girl asks the guy to be gentle, and he definitely tries his best. As a result, the guy was able to find a clear balance of pleasure, and the girl was in seventh heaven at such a moment. From her eyes and facial expressions, it becomes clear that she is happy with how the guy is trying, and says that he is doing everything very cool. During the game, the beauty invites the guy to use the sword and asks him to put the case on the sword before they start the fun. The funny thing is that the hero doesn't know how to put on the cover correctly, so the girl helps the guy do it. She successfully put on the cover, and now the hero faces a new responsible task. Continuing the romantic game, he sees how the girl shows all the attributes of beauty. That is Melons and Luna. The hero looks at all this beauty and can believe how lucky he is. Before continuing the game, the girl asks the guy if she will be the lady whose sword will go into the basement. To which the hero responds positively, saying that it is so, hoping that everything will go well. This finally happened, and this beauty asks the hero to enter the Jade Palace with a sword. After he entered the palace with a sword, we see how the beauty's gaze melts with pleasure. The game is in full swing. First there was a massage, now it's a romantic game, but our heroes cope with it successfully and the girl is happy about it. The guy's face at such a crucial moment proves that he is trying very hard, because his task is to ensure that the sword goes through the entire palace. As a result, it is clear that the game is over, and that the Jade Palace liked the sausage, so the girl is happy about the ending. During the dialogue, she asked him why he rarely plays on the field, to which he says that the injury is to blame for the death of his parents and his relationship with the coach. In general, she sympathizes with him, but still supports the coach's husband, but does not give up trying to support him, saying that he should fight for success. The beauty tells the guy that she likes him, and that after she learned about his failures, she considered that their meeting was fate. Next, the hero reasons in his head that the day when she became interested in his failures and the day when the coach disliked him, these days coincide. While the hero is lost in thought, the girl lies and admires the scepter of power, noticing the large size of this weapon. Our boy continues to build different theories and look for the reasons for his failures, and comes to the conclusion that the beauty is the main source of his problems. The guy looks at the girl and she says that the hero's sausage has risen from the ashes and that she is ready to work again. The girl offers the guy the second round of the game, to which the girl agrees, but the guy offers conditions. The guy's main condition is for the beauty to stand behind him, showing off her beautiful bun. After that, she looks at the hero with serious eyes, telling him to find the cave without mistakes. In general, our hero understood what to do, so that his friend successfully entered the palace. As a result, our hero successfully sent his friend to a cave where he had a great time. During the game, our boy outplayed the game and tears began to flow down the beauty's face. In the new frame, it is clear that the hero has gone crazy, and he has decided to take revenge on the beauty for the failures that happened to him. The main character turned on the Terminator and began to strangle the beauty for the humiliation that her husband, the trainer, subjected him to, while she screams about the lack of air. The hero did not listen to the lady and continued to force the household to service the cave, saying that the gun had already reached the finish line. Having reached the finish line, the hero took out a pistol and saw how the girl was left exhausted after such an intense game. Next, the hero thinks in his head about whether everything is fine with her after such a load. As soon as the girl returned to normal, she asks the guy why he played with her so harshly, which is why she almost lost consciousness. The hero tells the girl that he really wanted to diversify the game process and was sure that she would like it too. During their dialogue, he agrees that he partly enjoyed this game. Then she asks the boy that maybe in the future, they will repeat the game and start the second round. Of course, our boy decides to agree to such a gift as they say, "You have to strike while the iron is hot." Continuing the conversation, she also asks the question of how to perform the entire process in the future without the need to put a cover on the scepter. The guy at this time reports that it was her idea to use the case in the game, so there are no complaints against him. The hero has gone further and is already attacking the girl with a cool proposal that she marry him. And she gives a clear answer that despite the fact that the hero has a decent sausage, she is against marrying him. And then the girl demonstrates mercantile behavior, saying that although her husband is scary like Shrek, he is rich, so he will not marry a hero. As it turned out, the hero was not at all upset about this, but on the contrary, fire was visible in his eyes. It looked like he was up to something. Since the wedding didn't work out, he asks the beauty if they can spend time together, despite the fact that she is married. To which she answers yes. The next shot clearly shows a tall, beautiful, rich building. Apparently our lovers spent the day in such an expensive hotel. Then, after so much time, we see a devilish trainer who is looking for a beautiful wife. He found the lady and looked at her with great impression, as if he was seeing her for the first time. The coach, as the main hater of the main character, immediately asked where he went, to which she replies that he left as soon as he delivered the refrigerator. She also tells him that the hero is not sociable at all, so he left as quickly as Flash and also asks her husband to check the refrigerator. Next, we see our boy standing and embodying pathos on the baseball field. He also remembers the words that he told this lady to lie to her husband about their relationship. Oh, here comes the ghost. We haven't seen him for a long time. At this moment, he is about to say something to the hero. The ghost, like a real genius, discovered America and says that if the hero wants the beauty to be only with him, then he urgently needs to get rich. Continuing to pester the guy with advice, he says that he should also improve his skills in using sausage so that the girl doesn't run away. In general, the recipe for success that the ghost shared with our boy is money and strong sausage. The hero asks Casper if this is really possible, saying that he only saw the best use of sausage in Orange YouTube. The ghost just grins and says that everything will be cool and he has nothing to worry about. Our beloved ghost informs the hero that he is a master in love affairs, so the hero can sleep peacefully. Our handsome guy used spiritual unity with the ghost. He easily began to play baseball. He was just like the shonen hero Yo Asakura from the anime Shaman King. After a quality game, our young athlete sits in the stands and relaxes. What a surprise! At that moment, the girl we saw at the beginning of the story approached him. Then she is angry that he ignored her all this time, and the guy asks the question why she is here and not for training. The girl is a volleyball player. She says that the training is over, and that now she has decided to rest. Looking into the girl's eyes, our athlete asked if she was really here just to watch a dude named Wunho play. The guy asked if she really liked this player, and the girl, blushing, said that he was talking complete nonsense. The hero also remembered the video where she was playing with a cave. From such news, she became red as a lobster. She immediately gets angry with him and leaves, calling him a complete bastard without an ounce of tact. Next, the ghost began a conversation with the guy, noting his progress and that he now easily communicates with girls and looks at their nuts with confidence. And then we see the moment when the hero kept his promise to come to the married beauty and send his friend to the honeypot. They continue to connect gadgets and have fun in the process. During the game, he asked the beauty to change her role and act creatively, but we'll see how exactly later. As a result, in order to beautifully complete the love affair, the girl came closer to the ice cream and began to gently polish this dessert. The next day, we see a ghost who analyzes their second game round and says that all this is cool, but it's better for the guy to change his partner. The ghost has turned on the boring mode and annoys the guy by asking him if it is difficult for him to change the beauty, but he says that there is no possibility. Next, we are switched to the moment where that beautiful volleyball player runs up to our athlete from around the corner. As a result, he himself did not expect that she was waiting for him, and thus she scared the hero terribly. The young lady says that the reason for such a sudden attack is that he ignores her almost all the time. Their conversation continues, and she asks him about the question when the hero asked her about cranberry content. The beauty does not calm down and continues to bend the line until she loosens the tongue of the hero so that he tells the truth. She is also interested in why our athlete avoids and ignores almost all the time. The hero seems to be in court and does not want to answer these questions and wants to get away from here quickly. The girl doesn't like this whole circus and she harshly humiliates the guy and tells him to quit university sports and go work at a factory. The hero asks this beauty to quickly close her jaw because he believes that she has already gone too far. Continuing to listen to her impartial words, he asks what she is trying to achieve with this, and then she, like a real mother, criticizes him, saying what a loser he is and that the world does not revolve around him and that she doesn't like him. The guy said out loud about how she played with the cave, and based on this, he concludes that she is also not ideal and should not criticize him. The girl froze in place at this news, not understanding what kind of nonsense our hero was talking about. Remaining in an awkward state, she asks what he just said about her. Hearing an insult from him by calling her a corrupt woman, she began to burn like a teapot with anger. Out of anger, she got into a fighting stance like a boxer and yelled that he was talking complete nonsense. The girl decided to go further on the attack and tells him that if he does not stop the blackmail, she will immediately send a statement to the cops against him. Next, we find out that the hero has a strong argument that the hero has that cranberry content about her, and he can easily distribute it to everyone. As a result, the girl decided to surrender in this unequal battle because she had nothing to fight back with. Pursing her lips in fear, she asks him if he is bluffing. Continuing to communicate, the hero says what she will do if he still has the content. In general, she decided simply not to succumb to provocations and not to believe his threats. Next, the girl with an unpleasant grin on her face and malicious behavior looks at the guy, calling him a bastard. The girl generally informs him, saying that she believes that he has no evidence to harm her in any way. As it turned out, she does not exclude the fact that he may have proof, so she raises her hand at him, wanting to hit him. Her blow was an imitation, but at the same time she continues to humiliate him, calling him a virgin, thereby saying that he has never had one like that before. During the entire time they have been communicating, the girl has shown inappropriate behavior. She also continues to abuse our boy. That's the end of the song. He showed the girl a smartphone where she sees that she probably distributed her strawberry content throughout the university. In general, the main character wins this battle and the girl is left with nothing. As a result, the guy didn't send the video to anyone, but at the same time, he will save this mega content to keep the girl under a tight rein. The hero boasts that he is a master of fast fingers, and that pressing a smartphone is his only achievement in life. How quickly the situation changed. The girl looks flexible and not like a dementor ready to kill the hero, and asks him not to upload anything online.